It was the early 1980s on the planet Eternia, where Prince Adam possessed a magical sword, holding aloft and saying the magic words,
"By the power of Grayskull, and the Masters of the Universe."
Hello toy collectors and YouTubers, this is Film School 93 with another Authentic Legends and Collectibles toy review. And today's toys, we'll be reviewing Super 7 action figures from the vintage Mattel line, Masters of the Universe, this time with an all-new Kenner vintage sculpt design. Alright, let's start off with Skeletor. And notice that there's no reaction logo this time. This is a Super 7 logo. So that looks really good. I love the artwork, the design. It looks great. It looks fantastic. I like the drawing. And of course, here at the top, the original Masters of the Universe logo. Take a look here. Adult collectible, not a toy. Well, guess what? I'm going to open this toy and play with it because I've been waiting for this toy since 1983. And let's take a look on the side here. The packaging's done great. Everything looks good. And I like this. No damages. You want to have it good on the card before you open it, or if you're going to collect it and not take it out of the toy. And let's go ahead and turn it on the back. Here is collect all four, it says right here, and you get your Skeletor, BeastMan, Merman, and HeMan. And then each one has this little here where it says Skeletor, evil Lord of Destruction. I like just a little bit of Skeletor and his history here. And then if you just take a look here, right here, if you can, let me focus on real quick. It's a license from Mattel. Looky there, 2015. Check that out. Now we're 2016. Here's HeMan, the Master of the Universe. And his card, love the artwork. I love this drawing. I love this new look. It's what Kenner would have looked like back in the day. So let's just take a look here at the bottom and the sides. Make sure that there's no damage on the box before we open it. Looking good. And then, of course, turn it around on the back side, and you got the four action figures that they're advertising. And if you take a look, these are the original look back in the day. These toys that they're showing on the back of the card. That's what they look like when they were 5.5 inches long versus this 3.75 action figure. Now let's have BeastMan. Looking good. Once again, that artwork looking like a vintage Kenner action figure card. And taking a look on the side to make sure that it's not damaged, nothing's wrong with it, that it's no bends, no tears. They're looking good. There we go. And then the back. There you have it. The four action figures. BeastMan's synopsis of what he is, his character. A synopsis, more like stats, not synopsis. It looks good. All right, Merman. Looking good here. I love the design on this. They didn't miss the detail. Looking like an old 3.75 action figure from Kenner during that Star Wars time frame in the early 1980s. It just looks great. Then once again, here's the back of the card showing the four action figures, the Merman's stats, and there you have it. All right, here's Skeletor out of the box. Man, the detail on this is phenomenal, guys. You have to see it in person because the video is just not going to justify it. Look at this. This paint job is just awesome. The sculpt is great. What it would have looked like. This is what I wanted as a HeMan action figure. Don't get me wrong. It was cool. Let's do the 5-point articulation. So you can turn the head and then turn the arms. That one works. There we go on this arm here. Make sure it doesn't break. No snaps, no tears. There we go. Bend the legs here. Bend it there. Yeah, but like I was saying, these action figures look cool, and this is what I would have liked as a HeMan, because I had Star Wars superpowers and all that, and here's a scepter, and you can put it in his hand. There you go. Can't be Skeletor without his scepter, with that goat ram head thing looking at the top. So it looks pretty good. I like the design on it. They did a really good job. Here we have HeMan. The sculpt on his face is awesome. I mean, I'm trying to get a close-up here, but that just looks totally awesome, man. I mean, to make it the 3.75 action figure from the 5.5, the detail's great in the muscles, the belt. I mean, look at this, guys. The paint job is close to it, you know? This is cool. Let's go ahead and turn his head. Make sure that 5-point articulation, make sure that it can turn. There we go. And then turn his arms. And turn his other arm. There we go. And his legs. They bend, nothing's breaking. They've done a great job there at Super 7. They never let you down on their sculpts and what they're doing. So this is just great. I notice his hands. One's kind of one to hold his sword, his magical sword. There you go. And the other one just kind of open, not to where you can put it. But there you go, and you can have him say, "I have the power." This is great. I feel like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old kid again, man. This is what I wanted, and I'm happy I got it now. And here's BeastMan. Once again, the detail looks good on this. You know, going back to the story of the originals, I thought they were cool, but it just wasn't for me. I was like into the Star Wars 3.75 action figures versus the bigger ones. My cousin Brian, he had all the He-Mans. So I just, go over to his house and play with his toys. But nah, these are good. Let's go and turn his head. You can barely turn it because of his neck seal or whatever you want to call it for his little thing here. It's not going to make his head turn, so it can't go all the way around. But his arms can bend, and his legs they can do the same thing too. So no problem with the BeastMan. And his accessory is kind of cool. And his accessory here is the whip. And it's actually a string, not a piece of plastic, an actual string whip that they would have used back in the 80s with the toys. But this is BeastMan, and it just looks really good. Here we have Merman. Once again, the sculpt looks great on this. There's not one detail that is missed on this action figure. And, of course, his accessory on his hand, his little sword thing here. And just look at this. Look at the detail. The paint job. Everything matches. This is what it would have looked like. These He-Man action figures would have looked like this back in the day. And go ahead and turn his head for that 5-point articulation test. And get his other arm here. Make sure that it's okay. Nothing's going to pop off. I don't know why I do it, but we just do it anyways to make sure. Because I know Super 7's good at their toys. And this is it. Here he is, the Merman. And all his mighty. Ready to battle He-Man. And just for fun, here they are in front of the original vintage Castle Grayskull, just to give you an idea. And you know what? I'm going to even use these with this. It doesn't matter to me. I'm using my imagination with my son, and where this is going to be the castle for these action figures. As a matter of fact, I purchased this for $19 used just for these action figures. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! You can get all 4 of these Masters of the Universe action figures from Super 7 at Entertainment Earth, where they have great customer service, fast shipping. Just click on the link below in the description and go straight to their website and buy the Masters of the Universe vintage 3.7 action figures from Super 7. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and in the meantime, MTFBWY, always.